Just walk around it. Walk around it. Greetings, everyone. It is I, Kikoskia, welcoming you to the stream. The pre-stream, to be exact. We have the opportunity to get comfortable, and get ready for day 333 of Hillsfar. Hello, everyone. Hello, Demon Dragon. Hello, Farsight, Ogre Minds, G-Vault, Birdman, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday, Birdman. I hope you're all doing well today. Hope you're all doing well. What happened while you weren't here? Well, first, of course, we had the absolutely amazing and wonderful thing here. I mean, we had, sorry, gotta do a little tour again. Of Rodney, with his recording studio, and his lollipops. Hey, Derpy! Yeah, he's very happy. Finally hitting the big time with... I don't know what he was hitting the big time with, but he was hitting the big time. I really like that duck just there. The duck just being there. But what happened while you weren't here? Well, it was Boris's birthday on Sunday. Boris had his birthday. And of course we dressed up to impress. Because of course we dress up to impress. And Annalisa saved a seat for us to sit with her, which we did, because, you know, why wouldn't we sit with Annalisa? She offered us a lovely seat, and so we had a little sit and we had a bit of a chat. Also, guess who else didn't save me a seat, but I sat with him anyway? That's right, Broccolo, who was just intent on eating his sandwich. And there was Honk. Also, that's a very smug-looking toot. That's a smug toot. That smug toot right there. Could very well have that be the thumbnail. I don't know. Think about it. But the important thing was Boris's birthday. Boris had a birthday, and you'll never guess who was with him. It wasn't Jitters. What's up with Norma? Oh, Boris. Oh. I did! Always bring you something, my good friend. Long-standing resident. Oh, you did, I'm afraid, Hammy, yes. You did. But he was very happy. Just dropping in for a sec, have a nice dream, y'all. Well, hello, Cav, how goes it? I hope you're well. Kind of embarrassing to have folks making a fuss over him. Oh, quack. Yep. Also, there was Norma. Norma, by the way, said something adorable. So his party's going to be even more fun now. And then she's like, the party, look how happy he is. It's like, I think it might just be, you might just be the reason why, Sandstar. Everyone around here loves you. Oh. Also got this lovely picture of them. Look at how happy the snort was. Also, Alias, for you, for your Tootie rivalry fodder. There you go. That's a smug toot. There is much smug going on there. Also, someone came over and gave me some black cosmos flowers. Might have been Kiko. I mean, I don't know why people say we're the same person. I mean, we look totally different. Totally different. Also, that was Margie talking about checking her Happy Home Academy stuff. And then getting really happy about reading. That was the next day. No problem, Birdman. Also, here's Eloise and the toot. I've got an island birthday in 2 days you don't want to miss. I mean, depends who it is. Look at that snort. Also, Margie being happy. Also, these two look like they were doing... Like, Jitters looks really guilty about something here. Norma is just perfectly happy, but Jitters looks guilty. He looks like he did something. And he doesn't want anyone to know. He's like, it was me, Berserk. I suplexed resident services. That's why it's upside down. But it's not upside down. Oh, did I suplex it too hard that it went 360 degrees? Whew. He knows that someone else knows. But what am I meant to know? I don't know what secret I'm meant to know. But apparently I know it. They must never know, Berserk. They must never know. I was explaining I don't really know the rules to football. Forgive me, Berserk. Ah, Rodney's birthday. The OG Rodney. This this Rodney. Look at that Rodney. Oh, look at me running out of charge on my controller. Ah, it's a good thing I have the cable right here to charge it back up. Whoop. And charging. Crisis, as they would say, averted. Yeah, I know. Just have the cable right here. Just charge it straight up. No problems. No problems. Oh, yes. Oh, that was what I was going to make the thumbnail. The tree. So many good thumbnails here. I have the tree as an option. It's such a great tree. It's just like, yep, this is what I ordered. A tree. Only the greatest of trees. Oh yeah, there's also this adorable picture of the Eeks. To be fair, that could also be a very good thumbnail picture. I mean, ignore the fact that she's currently levitating. Just ignore the fact that she's levitating. You can't unsee it now, can you? Yep, you cannot unsee that she is levitating. But she is. She is. So I hope you're all doing well today. You're all safe and well, and it's just a freeze frame. She's jumping up just to see the dinosaur super close. That's what it is. Just one day, we'll actually get a picture much like Yuka levitating. She's not levitating, she's just on an invisible platform. I don't know which is more unlikely, the invisible platform or the levitating. Both have a chance. But you know what time it is now? It's time to begin. And I do have a villager ready to invite via Amiibo. Not necessarily someone we'll put on the island. But I promised Birdman something that I intend to deliver. I intend to deliver with something extraordinary. Or at least not something I was originally expecting to do, but, you know, when do I expect to do things? I should sadly sleep a bit more. Yeah, you probably should. Sleep is important. Sleep is very important. Meanwhile, here in the land of Hillsfar, on the 333rd stream, I might add, it's a beautiful day. A beautiful sunny day. I wonder how many people have been streaming this game for as consecutive weeks as I have. I don't know. But what I do know is Jitters will always be a Berserk. And Bella will always be the adorable Eeks. And Boris will always be a grumpy old Snort with Zen cushions. And Margie will always be Margie. Good old Margie. See you later, Hammy. And this is when, suddenly, everyone gives me their photos. I mean, considering we have all threes in the number, it'd be nice if we could get 3 photos. But knowing my luck, we're going to get no photos today. Unless... Hello there everyone, right now on Hillspot it's 2 PM on Tuesday, November the 8th, 2022. You know, I heard Flick is taking time here off on the island. He loves our bike so much, if you have anything to share with him, I know it'd make his time here extra special. That's all for today, have a fun day out there. I will, Isabel. I've got to think about something I could give the... what could I give the villagers that would make them want to hand over their photos? Well, first things first. We've got to get some stuff out of here. Katrina, with a thing. Happy Home Academy with lots and lots of points. Annalisa, giving me a thing. Clams could work. The question is how many clams? Oh, Boris gave me a present for giving him a present. We need apples today. Well, I mean, we could just give them gold. You know what? I feel like we should just give them gold. That is a horseshoe. I've never seen a horseshoe door decoration before. Oh, what's that like? Ooh! That's really cool! I like that! That's oh! Boris gave me his photo! Oh, Boris! You didn't have to, you old snort. I won't add it to the pile of photos that I already have for you, buddy. I mean, it's not like I have a pile of Boris photos. Nope. Definitely don't have a huge pile of photos from Boris. Or Jitters. Or Bella, or Mamaji. No, not at all. I may do. I may have a massive pile of photos from them. But would I ever sell one of them? Not unless I really had to. You know what? I'm gonna give them pearls. You won't get any more photos, so you pick a winner. Best island, toot. I haven't got a photo from you to get more. I'm gonna give you pearls. That's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna get pearls, because pearls, I think, are worth the same amount sold as gold. I mean, pearls are a bit of a valuable resource, this is true, but I can always get more. If I'm really desperate, I can always go to, Pascal. I might actually do Pascal today and get some more. Might work on replenishing the ones I give out. Now, we need to think about what I'm going to wear today. Also, I did something I didn't take any pictures of, and I hope you notice it when I start working on the island today. I hope you notice it. As for my clothing today, what are we going to wear? What are we going to wear today? I know. I know what we're going to wear today. Need to find it. Yes. I think I know what I'm going to wear. I don't think I have the right shoes for this. Then again, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Night vision goggles would be perfect with this? You think? Night vision goggles, eh? Shitters, what are you doing here? Do we even have a pair of night vision goggles? You know what? Fine. You want night vision goggles? We're gonna have night vision goggles. You want it? Wish granted. Okay, I have to admit, we do look a little bit suspect right now. Just a bit. Just a little. But I'm sure it's fine. Yep. It's all fine. Perfect. You know what today also means? I don't know. What does today mean, Birdman? Today means I'm going to get blinded the moment I go outside and see the sun and be like, ah! Time for pie? Could be time for pie. Didn't get hearts every time. It's time for payback. Might be time for payback. It's also time. Ah, have you seen what I'm doing yet? Have you seen my plan? 10 days to... That's true. 10 days till Pokemon. This is true. I might have color coordinated all the pumpkins. So the middle bit is orange, and we have a yellow bit at the bottom, a green bit at the top, and a white part at the sides. Look at that color coordination. I think it went adequately well. Also, I'm surprised that we can see anything here. Hey, that's Sintle6 there. Raiding with a party of 7. Hello, how goes it? I hope you're well. Ah, I know. It's a raid. You were playing The Dig. That is a good choice for a game. The Dig is fantastic. Hello. I hope things are going well for you. And I hope The Dig was enjoyable. You'll probably get quite far in an average raid, average length stream on The Dig. Gives cheese. Yes, cheese is what they need. Cheese is pretty tasty. Hello, Annalisa. Oh, it's Sandstar. Good to see you. Hello, I've got a gift for you. You want to give me something? You ate all the ham? Well, that's understandable. That's understandable. You ate all the ham. Here you go. Have a pearl. Can you go ahead and open this? Wow, you're giving me a pearl? Yes, I am. Thanks a lot. Might come in handy for something I've been planning. Haven't played for years, so we're going slow. Fair enough. How's thing here for you? A detective hat. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. Very beautiful game. Very well written game. Oh, hello, you two. Are you both watching the... You're both or you were watching it. You're both watching that. You're both watching it. Okay, that is like the perfect picture. That was like the perfect picture. They're both after the bug. What's up, Sandstar? I've got a gift for you. For me, kill surprise. Would you like this? Also, Ursula just doing a dance. Oh, I can't wait to open this. Yowza, you just handed me a pearl. I love an iron thing gift. Way to coordinate. Well, everybody here from... I can't, well, the War Game handed so generously. Everyone who came here from the raid, whether you stay or go, I appreciate you being here. And I know, Sintle, that streams can be tough, so take all the time you need to recuperate. If you have to raid and dash, raid and dash. Here, you gotta take a fishing vest, okay? No photo for you, scuppering that 3-photo dream. Alright, you got my attention. What's up, Zootalo? Oh hey, working out or hardly working out in your fancy ninja costume, I mean? Sorry, I'm not used to sporty lingo. I'm more into woodworking, if you hadn't noticed. No. Yo, Senstar! Feeling psyched, Grumph? I got a gift for you. What is it? I want to see. I mean, he's into whatever he says he's into. We know, the good old, Jacques. You don't mind if it was now, right? A pearl? Huh, awesome! Thank you, Senstar. I'm gonna need to think about how I want to use this. How about here's a little something from me to you? It's a poolside bed. Take a whole bed, but not my photo. What's up, bugging you, Grumph? I just want to chat. You hung out with Flick yet? He's a blast, Grumph. Total rocker, my kind of guy. Anyway, he's here buying bugs if you got any you want to get rid of. I might have some I want to get rid of. I might want to make a few little models. Let's see what we have. We might have a few. Take something out. Oh yeah, we can make some models. Obviously the one we need to make is a cicada shell, because that's worth like nothing. That is clearly the model that we have to make. Now we just have to find him. I can't believe I managed to get so many cicada shells. I wanted to get some really expensive bugs, but no. Got cicada shells, which are surprisingly rare. Because they have to fight with all the other super common bugs, but I got them. And I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain if the game gives me the super rare bugs. I love how the cicada shell is so hard to get. It's only worth 5 bells. It's like, well done, you caught something really difficult. It's worth nothing. Literally nothing. But good job. Oh well, just like in real life. Rarity does not necessarily equate to value. Often does, but not always. Especially when the rarity is artificial. And ultimately, something is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. That's always been the case. You can price it however much you like, but if nobody buys it for that price, then it's not worth that price. Not to them, anyway. I mean, every person's different. Every person is different. And everybody has a different definition of what money is worth, and what they can afford to buy and what they can't afford to buy. What's classed as a frivolity and what is classed as a necessary expense. For some people, a couple of pounds is an absolute frivolity. For some people, £10 is, or 20, or 50. For some people, they'd only think of hundreds of pounds. Some people are rich enough they can literally just drop thousands of pounds and they never care. We all have our different circumstances. And also, Sandstar just can't see anything right now. He is just absolutely blind. Just won't be able to see a thing. Did I grab the money there? No, I didn't. Now I have. Let's do this while we are here. But I hope you're all doing well today. Kiko's now visualizing hundreds of pounds of I mean, I don't have to visualize it partially. I have the small pile of Gunpla that are for my birthday. That's next to me. I'm not building them yet. And you'll be happy to know that thanks to the utterly surprising events of yesterday, the thing I bought for myself that was originally going to be for Christmas no longer has to be for Christmas. I can just have it when it arrives. And that's just awesome. Like, you all just utterly surprised me and floored me. I was just like, you know, just doing a thing. And then suddenly, boosted. To ridiculous extremes, and you all just showed how I don't deserve you all, really. Because, you know, I just do what I do. Bumble through. Who knew Kiko would buy? I know! And I said to buy... Oh, to be fair, that was only the console game. Huh? Why are you talking to me? Sorry, I was waiting to the DIY zone because I mean, very rarely I've bought it in the past. Very rarely. Well, I'm making a log bed. I did the idea when I fell asleep watching magazines a lot. It's all about changing love. One of them. Hang on, not important. It doesn't matter if Magla fights with their relationship off the rails, because I'm building a thing. What? Sandy, you only know how to make a log bed. I do. You're kind, lovely, and that means you deserve. Oh, you flatter me. You flatter me. I'm legit so sad, Jordy. I was also to blow your mind. Since we know, let's share and recipe with everyone else. Here's a copy passed on to a DIY lover, and tell them it came from someone who's going to be very famous, probably very soon. I'm waiting for it, Bella, for when you get famous. No, go Sandy, go help the one to DIY. Little does she already know she is famous. Hi there. What do you need? I've got a gift for you. You give me a thing? That I am. Would you like the thing? It's right here. Oh, what is it? It's a mystery. I will open it now. What? It's a pearl. Thanks. Give me stuff I can put to good use. That's super fab, Sandy. Hey, I want to say thanks for like an object. It's a studio spot I can enjoy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, super good to see you. What do you need? I just want to chat. I want to start one of those world-famous bands. You know, the kind that are super popular. So maybe I'm going to learn to play the rock guitar. I already sometimes practice singing. So just imagine how fab I'll be once I learn to play this thing. She already sometimes practices singing. Oh, Bella. Oh, Bella. She is a silly. Right, we're going to put these here. And I'm going to slowly start working around. Looking for things on the beach. Looking for villagers too. And also grabbing things like that. Right, we need... Did I grab the fossil? Was that... No, it wasn't a fossil. That was a, That was a... mushroom, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Ooh. Speaking of stuff to grab, stuff here. There we go. I see what could potentially be a fossil. Alright. There it is. There it is! Excellent. Oh, so I didn't turn on my light before the stream started. I'm probably going to regret that in a few hours when it gets really dark. Because, oh my, does it start getting dark very early now. It's not cold, but it just starts getting dark. Oh, there's Norma. Sandstar, how are you, hoo-hoo? I just want to give you a gift. Oh, well, really? Yep. Would you like a thing? I wonder what's inside. Well, that's really thoughtful of you. Thanks a lot. Keep handing me something I've been planning. As a thank you, please take my pop-up toaster. Now you too can make toast. What's up, Hoo-Hoo? I just want to chat. How's that friend of yours from Avataris doing? You and Kikoskia get along well, Hoo-Hoo. I mean, I'd hope so. We're kind of controlled by the same person. There's a Hoo-Hoo. Just looking at stuff. They love looking at the seaweed, I've noticed. Of all the things that I place on the island, the seaweed is the thing they're like, yes, I must look at this. This small pile of seaweed that washed up on the beach, this is what I must examine. Woofu Eloise gave me this ballot to vote for the best island tours. Do you know about this? Oh, dearie me. The best island toot. Ooh, I have another one of these. You know what? Let's actually put this here. And just water all 4 of them. If I can get 5, that will make me happy. If I can get 5. There we go. Who needs a taste? You toast bread? You can! You get to leave work 2 hours early today? That sounds fantastic. What are you going to do with the extra 2 hours? Well, I found Eloise. I need to wait for her to be available so I can give her a thing. She might be a while, though. She is sat there just drinking a coffee. She might be a very long while. Oh dear. Oh nope, she's looking at the flowers. She might stand up. She might stand up. Oh, she's thinking. She's thinking. Oh, come on. Please stand, Eloise. Oh. No. Oh, come on. Please. She's not going to stand, is she? No. No, she is not. It fits, therefore I sit. Oh dear. We could be a while.
Mayhem! Yippee!
Let's behold there with 18 months. Thank you so very much. That's so kind of you. Hello, Kiko. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thank you. It's no butt rug, but it'll do. Indeed. Thank you very much, Behorn. I've got a gift for you. You did manage to, did get distracted enough. Oh, I can't wait to see what's inside. I don't have the thing I want to give, and I can't give it to myself. This is really... I do not remember saying that. Thank you, Sandy. You're too kind, Toot. How can I thank you? Ah, why don't you give us a reward of a record box? Now you can record me not giving you my photo. Haha. Can you need for something, Toot? I just want to chat. My stretching routine changes every day depending on the weather. On days like this, I tend to focus on stretching my neck. It may sound strange, but I crave my neck when I'm reading magazines, so I get terribly stiff. Well, that's the end of this area. Oh, Broccolo! Here, fishy, 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 come out the water so I can taste you. Haha, I can't wait to touch a fish. There's something up, I haven't been paying attention. Hello, I've got a gift for you. Oh, what are you giving me? Is it food? I like food. I'll settle for clam, though. Clams are kind of food. I can't think it, I'm gonna open it. Oh, this is a pearl. Thanks. Eat it. I wonder what kind of stuff I can make with this. Here, man, it's an artist rope. Enjoy, eat it. Thank you very much, Broccolo. No problem. Where did Lisa go? I'm so sleepy. Anyway, what's going on with you? I just want to chat. Did you happen to notice a really good smell the other day? Because I sure did want to know what it was. It was a mum that Eloise had. The smell was calming and gentle, and the whole world was delicate cheese puff. I had to have one. A cheese puff, I mean, not a mum, idiot. A cheese puff. Where did she go? She ran all the way over to there. Was she chasing a bug? She look quite worried there. Oh. Managed to sort of get a picture of her with her photo. I mean with her photo. No, with her phone. I mean, you could take photos on phones. That was what I was trying to do. I was actually using my phone in the game to take a photo. Complications. Basically, Kiko derp. It happens a lot. Kiko derps a lot. Kind of his natural state. Alright, so still have to give a photo to Margie, Boris, and Jitters. So if we see any of them, we've got to go give them a photo. I mean a present. To get a photo. My brain is everywhere. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. What am I thinking about? What am I thinking about, Sandstorm? You can't answer me. You're in the game. You don't even talk. Just sort of silently nod and shake your head and make hand gestures. I mean, I know it's implied that you're communicating. But we never actually see it. Oh! Oh, there's the thing. Magic health cheese. Ah, the cheese. Wait, they've finally given the... Sadly, I don't think there's ever villager photos, as in, like, you are giving them a photo. I don't think that's ever going to be a mechanic. So, oh, hey, another person sat down. Hey, Boris.
Hey, Snort. Just sat here after my birthday, drinking a coffee. Ain't it good? I didn't want to give me a gift, but I'm just, checking, Nook Bay. Just, seeing if I can buy more Zen cushions. Don't mind me, I'm gonna be here a while, buddy.
Oh, you're gonna be there a while. I'm gonna leave you to it. I'll catch you later. Right now, we gotta go catch a Tootie. Who, by the way, is in here and does not need catching, because we know exactly where Tootie is. She's right here. Oh, and so's Jitters! Whoa, I really got lucky visiting Margie, because now you're here too, Berserk. Got a gift for you. What? For me, Berserk? Yep. Still playing a different game, but still in the control. Indeed. I gotta open it now, I can't wait! A pearl? Huh? Whoa, this is great! It'll be perfect for some happy kills, Berserk. How? Gotta give us what you take! Please take an electric kick scooter. Now that'd be good for exercising up. Kind of. Need something, Berserk? I just want to chat. Take it easy, have a drink or something. Make yourself at home. What am I saying? This isn't even my home, Berserk. I'm coming from Margie's best Tootie. Oh, she's a very nice Tootie. You just came by to visit too, Tootie. Got a gift for you. Oh, for me, really? Yep, the best spin-off, Human Crossing. That's just most games. Might have opened this up right now. A pearl? Thanks a lot. Might come in handy for something I've been planning. Here, I want you to have my Chesterfield coat. Thank you very much. I think Jitter's just staring at the... Nope, sit down. Need something, Tootie? Just wanna chat. I'm so excited to be hosting some of my favorite neighbors here in my own home. What a rare treat. Tootie, am I overdoing it? I really don't want to sound like I'm all desperate or something. Oh. Oh, there she goes. That's a very happy... Oh, look how happy she is. They all have plans involving pearls. They all have plans. Berserk's like, right, now he's gone. Time to suplex the house. No, no, Tootie. The house is upside down. Yeah, all the normal villagers, if you give them something like that, will say they have a plan. It's a normal villager phrase. And we have 3 normals. We only have 1 of every type of personality and 3 normal villagers. Alright, we'll just, oh, more money. We're actually going to go over 100,000 now. Which means I need to put 99,000 away and grab this. I'm going to have to go into the shop again at some point. We are running out of inventory space, and we haven't found Flick yet. I was really hoping we'd find Flick a lot sooner, so then we could give away these 3 cicada shells. Rasher there with the recipe we already have, so I don't need to worry about that one. I can just throw that one away, because recipes are worth basically nothing. If you just sell them to the... Oh, well, there's Flick. Perfect. I know exactly where you are now. Alright, let's go check in with the Able Sisters. See how they're doing. Hey there, welcome to Able Sisters, where we self-fashion me lovely by claw. Thank you, it's raining outside in real life. Yeah. Out of all the days of the week, Tuesday tends to drag the most, so I didn't need to do my best to stay sharp. If a tailor made a mistake, they probably did it on a Tuesday. At least, that's what Mama always used to say. Hello. Don't have anything, you don't have anything I really want. A shame, but what can you do? I should probably go and, check out Harv's Island. They have new stock today, after all. Alright, Flick. I have things for you. There you are. Oh hey, remember me, Flick? The guy who loves bugs and all their skittery, chittery, sometimes glittery glory? I'm still looking for my soul mark. The one, may your artistic inspiration lift me to evermore. art. So if you find a bug, please sell it to me. I can pay a little extra. No price is too high for my chitinous kindred. And that's any bug. Devotion with conditions isn't devotion at all. Oh, and if you're interested in my art at all, just let me know. My commission. I want to commission a piece. I see the bars is up. Oh, I see. The time has come for you two travelers to begin our journey together. What bug have you chosen to act as our guide? This one. Noble cicada shell. Can you part with 3 of them? They'll be happy to save me. No, is it really a bug? It's more like the shell of a bug. Either way. Have them! Scotty commission. I mean, and so our contract is bound, human! Already I feel the all-consuming fires, the creative inferno warming my beholden heart. When I have completed my labors of midwife to the muse, I'll ship you the cicada shell by mail. Thanks! Oh no, don't sit down, Boris. Don't sit down, don't sit down. Too late, buddy! Sitting down! No! Oh, phew. Hogwash! Oh, I was hoping I'd see you. Got a gift for you. What, you want to give me something? I do. Would you like the last of these presents? I'm very glad I intercepted you. Well, I might as well get to unwrapping. Pearl? There's never no come in handy, right? How can I take it off your hands? I see Sandy has stopped talking. Time to sit back down. My legs are stretching up, snorting. Yep. I don't want any freebies. Here, have an exercise bike. Speaking of stretching my legs, exercise bike. Oh, hey, kiddo, what's on your mind? I just want to chat. The march of the technology sure is something, ain't it? Have you seen what TVs they have now? They're half as thin as a piece of paper. And the picture? Wow! The image is so lifelike, it's like you can reach in and become part of what you're watching. Don't actually reach in, though. For all the bells and whistles, new TVs scratch as easy as the old ones. Tracks are clear. Flick sends a Shedinja model instead. I mean, if Flick manages to do that and breaks the coding of the game, that'd be amazing. Hello, Yurikariki. How goes it? I hope you are well this day. Welcome to the stream. Now, I can make some room in my inventory. I can grab all of the fruit. Save myself a little bit of a journey. And that's exactly what I'll do. Just going to grab all these. And this. And that. There we go. Almost done. Thank you. Thank you, tree. I mean, no point thanking the tree. The tree's not going to thank me back, but you know. Tree has diligently been making fruit all this time. For a long time now, a good number of years in the game. And in real life. God, the plaza's busy today. Someone is sweeping, someone else is dancing, someone's exercising. It is a busy time to be in the plaza. That'll do. And I'm just gonna... Are you gonna thought bubble? Yes, you are! I must tell you, Toot. The moment I saw your face, all my worries wilted away. Did you want a thing I put away? I don't know, but I do like that. I'm just like, well, I was thinking about something, but no more, Toot. Bye. The other is spreading dirt. Hello, I have come to deposit things in your possession in exchange for money. And by things, I mean every single gift that I've received today, because I don't have a need for them. But I will take the money. I mean, it's nowhere near worth the price of 100,000 worth of pearls, but can you put a price on friendship? Some people certainly could, but not me. Not me. Alright, this goes down. We're gonna get out the shovel, and we're gonna get started on checking the upper area. Meow. And we'll begin by grabbing these. And then moving on. Get this. That. This here. There we go. And we'll go over here. Anything to... Nope. Nothing here. I do have loads of flowers there, which I'm really pleased about. Like, that area is nice and decorated. Ah, I see that my emptying of the inventory was absolutely justified because, quite predictably, we have this to take care of. Yep, we have that to take care of, but that's fine. Now we'll just hit these like that. Do that. And there we go. Perfect. Just gotta grab this fossil. I presumed it was a fossil. Now, did we get any more flowers here? No, we don't need to water these anymore because we do now have enough black cosmos that we can get some by just watering them. I'm gonna walk around this area first before I grab those piles of produce. Nothing here. There's something in the farming area, though. Is that another... Yep, that's another fossil. Another fossil, and... Yeah, we want to, sorry, I was just looking at the top of my inventory and not the bottom part, where all of this is. There we go. Just grab all of these, then water all of this, and then we've made some pretty good time. We'll then invite the villager over via Amiibo for today, and go see what Harv's Island has for us. Hopefully we'll be able to do a Cap'n Island and get something really special. That'd be really cool. If not, we'll go and do a lap around the island, see if we can get another scallop. Oh, we do need to start thinking about Turkey Day, don't we? We do need to start thinking about Turkey Day. Turkey Day has a set amount of things that you really need to get. Ooh, and one of them is a crab. I don't remember what kind of crab it is. But for like the special ingredients for the thing, you need a crab. What day does Turkey Day fall on this year? I don't remember. I don't remember. Time for crab! It will probably be soon time for crab. Very much crab. Much crab was had. Much crab. Okay. We just need to go to the museum. Hey, Flick. Go to the museum. Oh. I say this, and then I almost forget that. I see it there. We're gonna chop down this tree. There we go. Get 10,000 bells ready. So that we can plant a tree there. In this spot. Excellent. Put away. Bury it whole. And then put it here. Perfect. Now we've just got to sort out the final thing. And we've ran around the island and done all the I mean, one could say I've got it down to a fine science. Of course, the moment I say that, somebody's missing, and then I can't give them a gift, and then we struggle over. And there's Hembrent with 3 years. 3-year streak. The ability to pop resub notifications has been returned to me. Hooray! And just at the right time, too. Thank you so very much. That's so kind of you. Ooh. Ooh. Oh dear, pardon me. Why, hello, Senstar. Welcome to the Hills Farm Museum. How may I be of service? I'd like you to assess some fossils. Oh, what would you like me to assess? I'm all aflutter. I'd like you to assess all of these, please. Like so. Indeed, Farside, yes, indeed. He did. Yes, indeed, quite splendid. The last museum already has fossils such as these. I'm indeed tempted to purchase these for my personal information, but no, I must exercise restraint. I'm entitled to now. Might I help you with anything else? Nope, I'm good. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. I will. I absolutely will. And by that I mean we're gonna get this assessed, and or rather the thing there, and we're gonna go and get some coffee. You know, Brewster won't even bat an eye with us coming in dressed like this. Oh wow, 2 people. Well, looky here, you again. We keep bumping into each other. Also, those glasses look silly on you. It don't matter if I'm eating, taking a bath, or even catching a few Z's. When duty calls, I'm on duty. I mean, not that I ever get called for help here. Ever. Back in the day, my job was to persuade folks to play the game without hitting a reset. And I was good at it too. I bust out the ground and yell, "Hey, no resetting!" Haha. No, I wasn't doing all that because I got a pickaxe to grind or nothing. I was just trying to show folks that playing the game naturally was more satisfying. Do the work. The fruits of your labours are worth harvesting if they're all mushy and overripe, or something. Not that I occasionally take it too far. Never! Not once! Alright, maybe once or twice.
Most of the time, coffee's all about clearing out the fog and getting stuff done, Snort. What I like most about the coffee here is that it's not like that. This is coffee for relaxing, not working. Your lunch ain't finished till you've had a cup of coffee, and I refuse to hear otherwise, Snort.
But what if I don't like coffee?
Well, you clearly never have lunch.
I was hoping I'd see you today. Care for some coffee? $200 a cup. It's a good thing you're wearing those night vision goggles, because I'm about to use the sun to power up creating this cup of coffee, which means it'll be very dark for a few seconds. Sure, let's go. Just gonna put this in here, and once you've done that, you better go close the blinds. It's starting to get really bright because the sun's going down.
You never finish your lunch, ever.
Yeah, I've just never finished any lunch I've ever had. They've all been unfinished up until now. And by I mean up until now, I mean they're always going to be unfinished because I don't like coffee. I do not like coffee. Or tea. And the number of people that tell me that because of where I live I have to like tea, I'm just like, nope. And then they get really confused. It's like, welcome to me. And we will have a free bet. And you give me a moment, I'm going to close these curtains. Or the blinds, rather. Shouldn't call them curtains, but that's just a force of habit. One moment. Just finished cleaning out a vacuum. That sounds not very fun at all, but also something I can definitely sympathize with. Because I'm pretty sure I did that recently. Oh boy! Chances are there's chairs. You have to sit the... No, I'm sitting on the floor. Actually, you can't sit on the chair next to the counter unless you get a coffee. And you can't sit on the chairs away unless you actually have someone over. Oh, singing now. One day I should like go on the island at 1 in the morning and see who's up. I should do that one day. Forgot to go as tank because Kiko is gone. That's okay. You don't have to. But I appreciate that you thought about it later. Right. Sell, 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 sell. Here's ready for paying customers. Yep. By the way, if you invite lots of people over to, like, other players to drink coffee with you, but you don't have any money, you get given water. You get given water to drink. Which is, like, very, very subtle, and I like it. Hot water. No. Oh, look how happy she is. Singing Tangy's song. If you want to be served water, you can invite the avatar. Oh dear. And now, it is time to do something important. Well, first, we gotta check this box. Nothing! Even with my night vision goggles, I could see nothing. Alright, we'll deposit a big pile of money. Because we have 168,000. So that goes there for 35.1. And then we A-B... I've done that already. And then... my people are known as money you can recreate. That one-time Sandstar bought drinks. True! True, you can recreate that one-time Sandstar bought drinks. And now... come on. Time to invite Rio! A villager I've never seen before in videos or anything, so it'll be interesting to see what she's like. Apart from adorable. Hello, this is Rio. Thanks for the call. What can I do for you? Huh? An invite to the campsite? Count me in, little chick. Oh! I didn't remember she was a Peppy. I didn't remember she was a Peppy. I thought she was a sisterly. Burb! Yep. I did say I'd see if I could find a burb for your burb day. Oh, look at it go! Those burbs for burb. And there's a very happy bird man. Very happy. And now we will meet this burb. And see what they're like. I didn't know they were... I forgot they were a Peppy. Can I get the double wave? No, the double wave. Oh! Oh my word! That is such bright plumage. Hey! Young Fame Ostrich! Is on the scene thanks to the invite! Oh wow. A natural garden chair will make this island. What do you think it would look like? I think it would look great. Thank you, make one for me. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh no, I'm going home tomorrow. Can you maybe make it today, little chick? Look at that plumage. Look at it. That's iridescent. They are so awesome. Oh. So, natural garden... was it table? Don't say a natural garden chair made by Hills while... lounge garden chair. I want it a little longer. I'll be on your back up, Kay. I'll be waiting there chewing you on, little chick. Natural garden chair. Hardwood and iron nugget. Can do. Double wave! Oh, she is really nice. I like her a lot. She's very cool. She's very cool. Oh! Oh, there's Eloise. Looks like Parve has a new challenger. Indeed! I don't know how Parve will take that. I think Parve could never see anybody as their rival. Ever, because they are Parve. There she is, Ursula, just singing her lungs out. Loving every second of it. A pose off! I mean, the winner would be Jitters. Because his pose would be so fantastic, you couldn't even see it. I think something's climbed onto Birdman's keyboard. Either that or Birdman has spilt some water on it. I mean... Oh. Hello? Is it true that you've been looking for an emblem blazer? Huh? So, funny thing, I might have gone ahead and picked you up an emblem blazer. Can we just call this a surprise gift? Okay. Do whatever you want with it, okay? Alright, I'll put it in storage. I suspect a cat. I also suspect a cat. Good chance of a cat. Oh. You suspect a burb. What about a cat burb? I don't know if such things exist. They probably don't, because magic is not a thing that can be used to create weird amalgam creatures in real life. But there you go. Joke's on you, I don't have a cat. Oh my gosh, wait! Did you make the Natural Garden cherry house for a little chick? I totally did. Would you like it? So it's a souvenir made 100% on Hillsfar. It's so Hillsfar-tastic! Oh my gosh, seriously, thank you so much. I'm so happy right now. Oh! Can I take you Sprazy as thanks? A top hat. Thank you. Now to enjoy the rest of the time I have a camping, little chick. I just want to get to know me sounding better. You'll have to invite me to come camping again, little chick. Oh. I'm going to take Super to camp and Natural Garden chair you just made for me, little chick. Totally great things keep happening on and camping on this island. I'm like so happy right now. I vibe with this island really well. I low-key ever don't want to go home, little chick. Well, why do you live here? For realsies, I'd be down. But I need to pass. I got a metric ton of glitter back home and that stuff is trip pricey to ship. But maybe I'll be able to move here some other time, little chick. Gotta use all that glitter. Can't not use the glitter. I understand, Rio. I'll catch you some other time. Oh, just wait for you to come over here. Oh, my little wave. Double wave! Interesting that she doesn't have a lack of symmetry because of, like, her mouth, but because of the star on her cheek. It's not a typical asymmetry that villagers have. I feel like cat... Oh dear. I don't have a cat either, so, and you never did have a cat. Cat would not come in this room. I'd make sure of it while I'm working. Rio is lovely. I got her amiibo a good while ago. No regrets. No regrets. Now you know what time it is. It's time for me to go to Halves Island and see if we can get a good thing going with Katrina. We also want to see if we can buy some nice stuff from Kicks. Maybe even a good statue. I mean, never say no to more works of art. We'd like to go now, please. Roger. Let's get you airborne. Sounds like getting ready for a heist. No! We're just... Someone wanted me to wear the night vision goggles, so we're wearing the night vision goggles. Dressed up in typical go out gear. Absolutely. Nothing strange about this. Oh no. Nothing strange at all. No shot like soap in the web and a jackhammer. We are hot and proud. Give a quack to wing back. How do you set the web in a jackhammer? I don't know! Isn't he always ready? What do we have here? Look, chum. Have a look. No rush at all. Ooh, a bread. Bread bag. I'd like to buy 2 of these. One to send to Kiko. Look at that little burb there in the bottom right hand corner. There's a burb! Appreciate it, my chum. Anything else you want to buy? No. See, burb. Right there. Had a cat afraid of rabbits for good reason. I mean, cats! Animals can get really big in the wild. They're really big very quickly. Now, what about this one? That's fake. That's real! I won't lie. An awful lot of folks have been asking me about buying that moving painting there. Well, maybe the price scared them off. So, I'll sell it to you for 4,090 bells. Deal the fold. You in? I'm in! Ha! You're not going to regret this. I'll just take those bells from you. Yep, it's all there. Congratulations! You're now proud owner of a moving painting. But if I with your cousin, I'll get your art packed up and shipped out tomorrow. It's only 500 bells a ticket and each one that's a prize. Yep, every ticket's a winner. What do you say? Sure. Excellent, wonderful. Now, if you'll please reach your hand in and pull yourself a ticket. What'll you be? What'll you win? Let's find out. It's building number 20. That means you win canned tea. Canned tea. Ah, the fine print. No refunds if you try to spill that. But come back and try for another if you do. I don't want another one, thank you. Too exciting, huh? I understand. Well, thanks for playing and come back again soon. I got my canned tea, everyone. There it is. My canned tea. I don't even know why I'm holding this. I don't even like tea. Hey, Cornerman. Hello there, Mercy, but you're looking lively today. Here, I know you love acorns. Thanks, buddy. How can old Cornerman be of service today? Please put my stuff into storage. And by stuff, I mean all this. Anything else I can help you with? No thanks. Didn't say so proud. Heh Morph. I don't know, I really wouldn't want to carry around a drink I don't like. It's like I don't wear clothes I don't like wearing. Kiha, Oata. Kiha, Oata. Only I, Katrina, can see it. I can sense your truth. I'll reveal it to you for just 1,000 bells. Sure thing. Very well. I will consult my crystal about today's luck for you. Now please, close your eyes. And don't let your night vision goggles hit my... No peeking at the crystal ball. Close your eyes. Kiha moata, kiha no nuata. Last one clutch the magic! Oh, I see something, yes. Shake a tree and bells will fall. Strike a rock and bells spring forth. Travelers flock to discover an island's wealth. From this I can deduce that your luck with money will improve. Oh! Luck with money? I don't want luck with money. I want luck with other stuff. Well, something good might happen today. Or it might not. Now then, may my crystal guide you? No! Curses! I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go! Oh. Here we go! Oh. Here we go. Oh. We can't dive off here, can we? Nope, it's a strict no diving zone. Why? All the sharks. Thousands of them. Tens and tens of thousands of them. The sea looks calm, but as soon as you go down into that water, oh boy! Sharks everywhere. Really? Do you want to dive in and find out? No. Do you want to go? Yeah. Trainwreck fried ice cream is avoiding Tango Snooker's go. Do you require assistance over? Look, I know it didn't make any sense. Just roll with it. I want to go home. You want to bus bonus and bounce back to Cherrytown? I do. Roger! Let's back snack and make those tracks. Let us go back home! Yeah! So many sharks under there. There's literally no space for swimming. It's just packed with sharks. They don't call it the Shark Sea for nothing. The depths of infinite teeth. The roiling cascade of fins. The... Ouch, my ankles. Whee! Just straight in with my night vision goggles on. These'll help me see underwater better. Let's go! That is not what I want. Okay, I need crabs. I don't remember what crab I need, but I need crabs and I need a barred knife jaw. I know that's one that I need, is a barred knife jaw. I don't remember what the other things are. I mean, most of the... Oh, I need a scallop as well. I'm very sure I need a scallop. So I need 2 scallops. Because I know one of them is manila clams and scallop. The other one's a bunch of pumpkins. And one of them is... Oh, that's not going to be it. It's not going to move. I don't remember what type of crab it is. But yeah, we'll have to go do some fishing for a barred knife jaw. Unless I already have a barred knife jaw. I haven't actually looked that up. I might actually have one. What we got here? Well, that's made that part easy. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey, man, about that scallop of yours. Can I have it? Sure you can. Oh, thanks, generosity, man. Why are those floating off your face, man? Since we're cool, I'll let you something you'll dig. Well, I might lay some truth on you. The deep kind. Feel this. If you're running on all fours, would you ever, like, stab your fingers? Consider yourself truth. I mean, he's got a point. Yep, today's a good day. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take this scallop. Good luck finding another one. What do you give me? Hey, that's 1 pearl. Recouped. 9 more to go. 9 more to go. I do not remember. Okay, I'm going to look this up. What are the things I want for Turkey Day? I don't think they're that tricky. Yeah, the recipes. What do I want? Yep. This year it is on the 24th of November, so it is on a stream day. Well, that's handy. Alright. Yeah, scallop. Okay. Pumpkins. Secret ingredient is a Dungeness crab. A Dungeness crab. Okay, Dungeness crab is the one I want. I don't remember how fast the Dungeness crab is. This is pretty fast. This is pretty speedy. That is not what I want. An oyster is another thing I might want. Is another thing I want. Huh. And a sea bass. Alright. Only thing is how these goggles are going to get ruined. Nah, they're waterproof. It's fine. It's fine, Hammy. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So one of them is going to be fine because it's literally, you know, green, white, yellow pumpkins. So it's the other stuff. But water damage, Kiko, yeah, they're waterproof. It'll be fine. Besides, they don't have a warranty for it anyway. Turban shell is nothing. Ooh, an olive flounder, a red snapper, or a dab. Okay, they're not too terrible. Okay, olive flounders are pretty big, so I need a red snapper, an olive flounder. I don't know how many of these I have. I really don't know how many of these I have, but I think Dungeness crabs are not common. They're really not common. So yeah, this is a good time to talk and ask various questions, because I'm going to be at this for a while. That's an oyster! Okay. So that's an oyster. So I've got the oyster. A mussel is another one that I need. And a Dungeness crab. Ooh, this is a, that is another one of the octopi. Yes, it is! I remember it was difficult for me to get umbrella octopi at one point, and it's like, no, here's like 70,000 of them. Here's all the octopi! Here's all of them. All the octopi you could ever want. That could be something good. Just ask Jitters, he has enough muscle. Not that kind of muscles. Get the joke, though. That's a Gazami crab. Oh. I saw crab, and then I went, nope, that's not the right type of crab. I think the Dungeness crab is more red. Not that we can see that as we're looking at it. Not that I can see that. Okay, I want a mussel. That's a turban shell. That's not what I want. I mean, this could be something I want. I'm gonna swim around and grab all kinds of things. How do you find streaming compared to Let's Plays? Different. It requires a very different set of skills. That is a sea cucumber. It requires a very different set of skills. I mean, it's very different as well because I'm actually having a rapport with people that are actually here. It's a lot more exhausting because I am doing it for a lot longer. Like Let's Play recordings, normally an hour tops, hour and a bit. Streaming could be 2 or 3 hours. Another Gazami crab. I mean, this is going to earn me a lot of money at the end of the day. It's going to earn me a lot of money. But, also, there are things that are good about it, like not as much setup, no editing. Like, these do not get edited at all, which is both good and bad. Like, it's raw, unedited me, so I can't get rid of, like, little audio oddities, like little mic pops or anything like that, can't get rid of. I mean, I could, but it would require me editing a 3-hour video, which would literally take forever. And I don't want to do that. It's not worth it for me to do that. But it's definitely a part of my schedule now. I dare say that it's quite likely that streaming actually earns me more money than Let's Playing does, but I know that there are a lot of people who really enjoy the Let's Play format, and I enjoy doing the Let's Play format. And the Let's Play format is a lot better for if, say, I go away or I have to do something and I can't stream. Like, Let's Play videos are always there, and I just enjoy doing Let's Play videos. It's good to have multiple different sources of revenue. It's good to have your eggs scattered across multiple baskets. So if something goes terribly wrong, you have fallbacks and you have options. It's just good to do. I mean, that said, because my birthday's next week and I want my birthday week to be relatively recording free, I'm going to be doing a lot of recording this week. Doing a lot of recording. But that's just, you know, how that goes. Thanks for sharing, no problem. Like, I'm here to answer questions, reasonable questions, of course. There are some questions I won't answer, but generally very personal ones. There are some people who ask extremely personal questions, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to give you that information. Like, well, other people give that information. It's like, yeah, but I'm not them. Like, there are some people who are willing to tell you, like, all the details about their life, and I am not that person. I like to keep things private. Also, I'm finding a bajillion oysters. This is why, for example, even though I'm affiliate on Twitch, I still have a full-time... Exactly. Like, I could only do what I did... Well, I sort of had to switch to this being my full-time job, because, you know, I moved and I could not find a job to replace the job I had. And then in the end I went, you know what, I'm earning enough money to make this work, let's make this work. And that was before I had Twitch, and it sort of... Another Gazami crap. It sort of worked, but it was also a big stretch for a while until Twitch came along, and Twitch made it a bit easier. Twitch did make it easier. Right, is this a scallop? This could be a scallop. Nope, it's another Gazami crab! I have 5 Gazami crabs. It was... Yeah, I did not anticipate that I would be able to get partner so quickly on Twitch. But it happened really fast. Like, affiliate was just like, kaplow. And then I had to wait for the verification on partner. Because affiliate is very... Getting to affiliate is very mechanical, in the sense that you, like, just reach certain milestones and you just get it. Applying for partner, that has some human intervention, but they were very on board with me becoming a partner, which I'm really pleased about, because, you know, it's allowed me to do all kinds of things. That is a pearl oyster, not a mussel. I'm starting to wonder if mussels actually move. They might not move. Well, those are acorn barnacles, so that is not what I'm looking for. Watch me have already, like, banked some things. Not quite the same thing, no, Zar. Her prediction is specifically, like, for money rocks and the money spot. And I think it maybe alters the probability of finding certain islands. If you go Nookmal hunting, I think you're more likely to find a money rock island. But ideally you want to do the Katrina predictions early in the day, so that the prediction can then play out as you do stuff. And there's an octopus. That's not what I want, game. That is not what I want. Alas and darn. But what can you do? I'll tell you what, we have managed to find one thing. We have found money. And we did get Pascal. And also, you know, it gives you an opportunity, as I say, to chat to all of you. And it makes a break from doing, you know, houses. Because we have been doing a lot of paradise planning, so it's nice to do something a little different. Have you checked the Critopedia on the time it appears? Good question. Good question. But I'm pretty sure they're day-wide Gazami crabs. Oh no, Dungeness crabs. Yeah, Dungeness crabs are all day. They appear all day. Mussels... Yep, all day as well. Yeah, they're all day things. Because I'm pretty sure that, Turkey Day starts very early and goes through pretty much the whole day. I have the Turkey Day music stuck in my head now. Oh, that was a good catch, and it's another Gazami crab. I'm just having a pocket full of crabs. I remember Dungeness crabs being a pain. I remember them being a pain. And this is another oyster. Game heard it, yep. Game heard it and was like, oh no, you're not getting crabs. What do you think you are? Some kind of person that gets crabs? Huh? Nobody gets crabs unless we say you can get crabs. And if you want a crab, you get Gazami crabs. You get Gazami crabs or bust. That is true. You do not want a mouthful of crabs. I believe there was a song about it. I believe it was called Don't Get a Mouthful of Crabs. Very informative song. 10 out of 10 would recommend on PSAs concerning having a entire mouth cavity full of crabs. Don't is generally the short version of the message. Don't have a mouthful of crabs. If you have the option of mouthful of crabs and no mouthful of crabs, you pick the no. Also, this is a big one. Of course, it's a sea cucumber. Of course, it's a sea cucumber. Well, looks like we're going to go sell some things and see if there's anything on this list we already possess. This is when I have like half the stuff already. Like I have a barred knife jaw, and I have a Dungeness crab, and all this other stuff, and I just have it all ready. That would be cool. But I get the feeling that's not the case. It's not. Ooh. And that's why breakfast is better than dinner than is for breakfast. But isn't breakfast still breakfast no matter what you're eating, and the same for dinner? You could have a cornbread in the morning and that still counts as your breakfast. Just like if I have pancakes for dinner, it's still dinner. No, it doesn't work like that. Pancakes are always breakfast no matter when you eat them. Especially when you eat them for dinner. Wait, now I'm confused. It's okay, Jacques. Try not to worry your pretty little head about it too much. Ooh, that was a small burn there. Right, let's put away the oyster, because it's literally the one thing that we've gotten. Okay, now let's see if we have anything else on our list already. Do I have a Dungeness crab? Okay, I have scallops already. I don't need to worry about scallops. That's a giant isopod. That's it. Oh no, I have a barred knife jaw already. Ooh, that is so good. That makes the fishing part so much easier. I have barred knife jaws. So I just need basic fish. That's good. Basic fish is good. I can easily get basic fish. But I do need to get the Gazami, the Dungeness crab. And I'm going to keep trying for the Dungeness crab for a bit longer. I mean, it also does give me a huge pile of cash. And it's free. Like, one of the things you really want to do if you want cash quickly in New Horizons, get the diving equipment, like the suit, and go into the water and dive for deep sea dives. You'll get lots of stuff for the museum, and you'll also get lots of money. Doesn't require any resources otherwise, like your underwater equipment never breaks. You can just fish and well, not fish, but deep sea dive as much as you need. There are some painful things to get, though. Ooh. I must have picked up those scallops thinking about the stuff that I need. I must have grabbed them thinking about, like, I need mussels as well. I need a mussel and I need a Dungeness crab. If I can get a Dungeness crab, I'll be very happy. That is not a mussel. I feel like mussels are stationary. If someone could look it up, like if Hammy's still here, you could look up if the mussel is a stationary item. And maybe what the like parameters of a Dungeness crab are, because I don't remember if it's a big shadow or a small shadow. Because now I'm not finding mussels. Crabs are better than rocks. I mean, I don't know. My channel doesn't have a thing, a meme about rocks, only for it to be supplanted by crabs. Mussels? Nope, that's another pearl oyster. That's another oyster. I mean, oysters are cool, but I want a mussel. Knowing my luck, it is a stationary one. Stationary? Nah, starfish. Or a sea star, to be technical. In this game. That could be something interesting. It's very small. Mussels say small, slow, and medium, medium. Thank you. Thank you, Neon. Small and slow. Alright, that narrows it down. Medium, medium, however, does not narrow it down. That's small. A little too small. A little too small. But, you know, sort of the kind of size I'm going for. I know that Dungeness crabs are rare. Like, they are not common. I mean, that's medium-ish. Moderately sized? Moderate speed, too? Ah! But the right sort of thing I'm going for, because the octopus is also medium. That's the right kind of thing, but the wrong thing. I mean, if we fail to get a Dungeness crab, we'll have at least tried. Oh! You're fast! Ha-ha! Dungeness crab got! That is fantastic! Thank you for that information. I might have overlooked that one, had I have not. This is when this is also a Dungeness crab. It probably isn't. Hey, heard you caught a Dungeness crab. Would you like two? I mean, that's next year sorted. That is next year sorted as well. Typical. You spend ages trying to get one Dungeness crab and then two of them come at you at once. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm absolutely not going to complain. Now I need to find a mussel, and that is small and slow. Small? Oh, that's small and fast. That is one of the vampire octopi. Yep. Or an umbrella octopus, rather. There is the vampire squid. That's a late at night thing. Oh, I'm so pleased I managed to get that. So now, next time, we can do a bit of fishing, and we can get the fish we need next time. Unless you get the mussel now, in which case we'll have a bit of time to do some fishing. Is this small? It's small. It's slow. It's a sea slug. Ooh, of course, I managed to get the rare thing before I get the much more common thing. That is a big thing. Oh yeah, that's big. That is probably a sea anemone. That is not what I'm looking for. I mean, this could be another Dungeness crab. Thoughts on pretzels? Typically too salty for me. I can have them in small quantities, but they're often too salty. I think the octopus is actually too big. Now when I look at the shadow. I can have certain ones. The chocolate-covered ones I can definitely eat, like white chocolate-covered ones. But generally, I'd avoid them. I'd prefer to have other things instead of a pretzel. Pan au chocolat. That's not moving at all. Now that's not what I want. That's not moving. I was about to grab it. It's like, nope, that is not moving, Kiko. That will not help you. That will not help you get closer to a mussel at all. It's not going to muscle its way into my inventory. What about pretzels covered in chocolate? I just said chocolate-covered pretzels are okay, but I'd prefer other things covered in chocolate. Like a biscuit. As again, pretzels I find very salty, and I'm not a huge fan of salty tastes. The only thing I can really appreciate being salty is fish. Like if I have like chips or something, I wouldn't put any extra salt on them. Food has enough salt in it as it is for me. I don't want to have more salt. I heard there's a shirt for that as well, but sadly, we won't be able to cook with that on Turkey Day. Is that another Dungeness crab? That is not a Dungeness crab. That is probably an octopus. You've got to be joking. 3 of them! Cool, looks like we have 2 years ahead worth of Dungeness crabs. I'm set for Dungeness crabs for the next forever. Yeah, a few years worth of Dungeness crabs here. Is this a Dungeness crab? No, fortunately that is a sea cucumber. Not finding a mussel, finding 70 bajillion Dungeness crabs. Are you a Dungeness crab? No. Fortunately, you are not. Ooh, getting a bit worried there about that. We've not found a mussel. I mean, again, I'm not going to say no to finding lots of Dungeness crabs, but I would much rather find the thing I'm looking for. I'd much rather find a mussel. That is not what I'm looking for. Is that slow? That's slow. Will it move, though? If I dive down to it, will it move? Yes, it will move. Darn it. Found a mussel in Stardew Valley. I mean, that's great. I don't play Stardew Valley, and we can't transfer it over, which is a shame. And it's one of the things you can't trade for, which is interesting. You can't trade for bugs, you can't trade for fish, and you can't trade for deep sea dives. Because the game won't let you. Which is which I find very interesting. And sensible, so that people can't just literally buy museum completion. They have to, at the very least, even if they time travel, they have to actually go and catch the things. Are you going to move? Okay, you're moving. You're slow. You're slow. Aha! There it is. Mussel acquired. And not only that, we have a little bit of time that we can do some fishing. So there we go, that's all the deep sea things that I need. Just a dab, a sea bass, an olive flounder, and a red snapper. That's all I need now. And if we're lucky, we might be able to get some of them now. let's go. First, I'm going to clear out my inventory of all the stuff I just got. And then we'll give it a little bit of a go. Not that long, but a bit of a go. Oh, don't mind the brief blip in the sound there. That was me making sure everything was synced up. Let's deposit all the Dungeness crabs. All 3 of them. And the mussel. Sell what we have, and then we're going to do a spot of fishing. We don't often do fishing. With that little rubber ducky. We have about a good 5-6 minutes. We could maybe catch something. As I said, sea bass, which will be very common, a red snapper, an olive flounder, and a dab. Well, the red snappers and the olive flounders are pretty decently sized. That's another 19k. As I said, good money can be grabbed from doing deep sea diving. You could probably pay off your entire, all your mortgage loans. Or rather loans, not mortgages. You could pay off all your loans with just deep sea dives. Okay, let's find a fishing spot. Dabs are relatively small, same size as olives. I thought dabs were pretty small. Oh, hello! Just there sat. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on this and I'm just gonna do a thing. Yeah, seems good. That's a very happy broccolo. I thought dabs were quite small. I mean, if you dived for clams or pearls or something. Sit! Oh, olive flounders. Oh yeah, olive flounders are relatively the same size as yeah, they're all quite the same size. Dabs are a bit smaller. And yes, somebody did redeem sit. We sit here. Sit on bridge. Do a bit of sit. It's a good place to sit. It's a very good place to sit. Oh. There we go. Just sorting out something while I sit. Perfect, that's all ready to go. Now, we have a couple of minutes that we can do a bit of fishing. And they're all sea fish as well. I mean, that makes sense considering the dish. Can we at least get a sea bass? I mean, that's not going to be a dab. But I'll try. Hey! I've got an empty can. Are you supposed to catch the fish before you can eat it? Yay! Garbage! I mean, even garbage has a use. It's very niche. But it does have... Also, I should probably get some manila clams at some point as well. Do only need 4 of them. Ah! This could be any one of the things we're looking for. That's... Heh. That's not one of the things I'm looking for! That's not one of the things at all! That said, I do have one of them in my storage, so maybe we can make a model of it at some point. I mean, cool, but also... no. There we go! We got ourselves a generic sea bass. At least a C+. It's flat, yeah, but it's not the fish we're looking for. We got one of them, though. Oh, so long. Glad that you enjoyed yourself, and happy you stayed as long as you did. I honestly expected you to go, but greatly appreciate you hanging around. Thank you so very much. Have a good day. There won't be too much of a stream to go now anyway. We are nearly at its conclusion. Okay, can we have one of the fish I need? I love an olive flounder or a red snapper. Hey! Asking ye shall receive olive flounder. not gonna say no to an olive flounder. Now I need a red snapper. That could be a dab. That could absolutely be a dab. Dab? Oh! Dab as well! Right, let's get those clams. We only need to find the red snapper. That's it. We've done really well here. Wow. We've done really well. Also keep our eyes peeled for a big shadow in the water. For the possibility of... oh. For the possibility of a red snapper. But just need to get some manila clams and then we'll only need the snapper. This has gone really well. Really well. I was like, I may get one or two of these things. Also, Kiko gets nearly everything. Just like 2 small things left, and one of them is just a matter of time. One of them is just, can I find enough clams? No, don't want that. Usually I do this stuff in the background, but you know what? I had a bit of time. I thought we'll do a spot of diving. Tell you what we're not doing. Speedrunning turkey there by completing every dish before the day even... Yep! Just having the whole thing... oh! The whole thing all ready for me. Is that... if that's a red snapper... I haven't done this on... hang on. I haven't done this on Avataris, by the way. Oh! Ho, 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 ho! Yes! Absolute perfection there. I just need 2 more manila clams, and I have everything I need. Everything. That is wonderful. The only fish I caught that I didn't need was a ray. It's having the barred knife jaw. Having the barred knife jaw, I know that now that I saw it. Birthday love from Rio. Indeed, indeed. I know that when I saw the barred knife jaw, I must have caught that and thought, I'm going to keep this so that I have it for when I have Turkey Day. That is exactly why that's there. It's there because I saw it in my inventory and went, I'm going to need this later. I'm absolutely going to need this later, so I kept it. So there we go. 4 manila clams, a scallop. We got all the potential fish. We have all the pumpkins we need. We've got the deep sea dive finds as well. Hey you. This has gone fantastically well. And I'm just going to put everything here in my storage. How many rays do I have? Because if I have 3, that's a CJ model. I don't think I have a ray model. Yeah, this all goes in the storage. Absolutely. This is brilliant news. All of this in there. Even the shells. Never know, we might need those. Right, do we have 3? I have 2. I could possibly get a 3rd one. Time to get swole. Probably best to get that refunded, Birdman. I am just about to wrap up, unfortunately. A little bit late on that one. Apologies. But thank you all ever so much for being here, everyone. Because seriously, you are all absolutely fantastic. And you are the heart and soul of my community. And I do what I do to entertain all of you. There are at least the night vision goggles are useful in here. Sorry, Birdman. There are a couple of things I need to talk about before we conclude, though, and I'll try to be quick with them. First off, there is my website, Kikoskia.com. You can check out all kinds of things like my schedule. You can read with Trendy of Duzzled on there, and you can also find links on where you can buy my book, Errant Hope. No problem, Derpy. There's also my Discord, where you can join a large, thriving community that I'm often a part of. There's loads of places to talk about stuff like my writing, my streams, my Let's Plays, and tons of emotes based on Let's Plays of Cheats past and present, and even though I was wearing night vision goggles, I crashed into the wall there. And there's also the fact that if you link your Twitch and Discord together and you sub to me on Twitch, you can use the Twitch emotes on Discord, which is fantastic. No problem, Birdman. I'm just glad I could entertain. And I hope it was a good use of your birthday time. There's also my Patreon, where you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. Times as they are now, I really do rely on the people that pledge to me on Patreon. And though there's nothing Let's Play or stream-wise hidden behind paywalls, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you typically don't see. Including all the stuff that makes my content what it is. And there's Aquazar sneaking in there with 23 months. Thank you so very much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you for a great stream. Have a great day. Thank you for subbing and being here. Put it all in the wave! I'm not sure that the chef that is cooking it all will be putting it in the wave. You'll have to take it up with the chef. How you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Just wrapping up my stream for today. Hello, Pumpkin. But there's also the fact that if you pledge to me on Patreon to make what I do possible, because this is my full-time job after all, you also get a different coloured name on Discord to show that you do, my deep and sincere thanks, and you also get the ability to do things like, for instance, vote on upcoming playthroughs. When the Wednesday Twitch stream ends, which will end next Wednesday, the Wednesday after, well, the next time we have an empty slot, it won't be the Wednesday after because I'll be doing something in that one, the next thing to replace that will be voted on by the people who pledge to me on Patreon. Then there is my YouTube, where you can check out all of my content. From the very first video I put up nearly 15 years ago to the most recent video that went up today and everything in between, including all of my Twitch VODs. There are over 9,000 videos for you to choose from. There's so much stuff there. From all different years and, you know, when I'm going to go check it out, why not? And those who sub to me there not only get me close to 100,000 YouTube subscribers, you also get notified of when things go up. And if we get to 100,000 YouTube subscribers, I'll do a replay of Terror of the Deep and a replay stream of Wizards of Warriors to Iron Sword. So what's for Friday? Ah, well, I'll let you know on Thursday. But those who sub to me on Twitch get me one step closer to 400 Twitch sub points. And if we get there, it is, I'm afraid, Mr. Mega Harsey, if we get to 400 Twitch sub points, we only are 117 away right now, I will have a game when we get the next slot opened up after the Patreon one. We will get a game there that the community votes for, the wider community. And that'll be fun. A game that you all want, me playing it. And then there is my Twitter, where you can follow me to get notifications about when I start streaming, when my Let's Play videos go live, and random other stuff, including when I tweet about games I'm playing, or emails that I receive, or gunpla that I'm building, or about my writing, or sometimes even deep and thoughtful stuff. Although usually, when that happens, it's just pictures of Tangy being derp. Because, you know, Tangy being derp. And so, whether it be morning after... Oh, finally, I do need to thank you all, because, once again, you are all the heart and soul of my community. I couldn't do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to do what I do without you. Seriously. You make what I do possible. This is my full-time job, and though it's difficult at times, you are the ones that make it all worth it, because, you know, you enjoy my stuff, and I make my content for you all to enjoy. So I hope that with your help, I'll be able to keep making content for many, many years to come that will hopefully keep entertaining you. So thank you all ever so much for your kindness, your generosity, and just all the time you put towards watching my stuff and enjoying it, because, you know, that's what it's there for, to be enjoyed. So thank you ever so much, everyone. Seriously, thank you. And whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything that you set out to do. The next stream is tomorrow, and that is 7 PM GMT, and that will likely be the end of the Talos Principle. And maybe a little bit of something else. Probably some Fall Guys when we finish. All depends on how long it takes. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later, and remember, be nice to each other, everyone. For if everyone's nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. And we all want that, don't we? Well, I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later.